Welcome in all of my average gamers to another most average impression, review, highlight, hype train. I don't know what you want to call it, but we're here to talk about the finals. And let me tell you, my friends, I am loving the final season 4 so far. Now I was supposed to be playing right now, but I don't know what's going on with the PlayStation Network. I don't know if it's down. I don't know if my PlayStation's like fucking bricked. My internet's working just fine, at least for a few more days. But let's talk about the finals first off. Let's start right off with season 4. New guns. The double deagle. The double deagle is fun. I don't play heavy class very often 'cause I don't like a lot of their weapons, but there is something about the deagle that is, especially the akimbo deagle, that is just fun to use. Like I've been having a blast. I'm not great with heavy. I use heavy less than any other class in the game, and I didn't do great this time around. I did better with the akimbos, and I have other things though. But I'm still learning some of the buffs, the perks, the nerfs, things like that for the heavy class. The other thing too that I definitely didn't mess around enough with season 3 is that winch claw is a lot of fun too. Now I know I'm late on the party with that, but it's a lot of fun. So I think it's nice that the heavy has a little bit more range. Now it's not exactly like pinpoint accurate with the deagles or anything once you get past like 35-40 meters, but you know it's that shit is way more range than any of the other weapons. Like I think it has way more range. I mean, some people are beamers with the Lewis gun. I am not. I've not had a chance to try the sight on the M60 yet. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll have a clip in here post script recording thing, whatever you want to call this here. The medium class though, I have not quite had a chance to use the DMR. I'm hoping that I'll get a chance by the time this video releases. And so like I said, I don't know, the PSN network went down, so I like wasn't able to connect to any more matches or like anything on my PlayStation, honestly. But the DMR is incredibly powerful, like just from playing against it. I can tell you it is one of the most oppressive weapons I've played against yet. It's good, especially when the people that are beaming you with the iron sights, they take that sight off, so you no longer have the glint, so you don't see that glint anymore. And like, oh man, they are tearing it the fuck up, which you know I'm excited to try out. I'm not great with the LH1. I do alright with the LH1, but like yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see how it goes. I did try the new shotgun for the light, and it definitely seems like it's going to be pretty quirky and pretty powerful in the right hands. I am not those hands though. I am not. I had a couple good plays here and there, and you'll see in the background, a couple good clips here and there, a couple good kills, but the overall I am not good with it. I'm going to be sticking, especially now I can throw a sight on the M11 and the V9S. Oh man, the V9S with the sight is just broken almost. It feels so fucking good. I am so happy that the finals finally listen. I mean, I can't say they listen to me, but I'm sure they listen to, you know, the community, and just being able to have a little bit of customization to the weapons. Like I didn't expect to be able to have a whole gunsmith put into the game or anything like that, but it's definitely nice to have, you know, a scope, no scope. You know, maybe eventually we'll get into like mag sizes or stocks, you know, just like if we could have like 3 attachments that we could kind of like tweak our weapons to how we like to play with it. You know, if we want to have more of a long range beamer, we can set it up that way. If we want to have more close range hip fire, you know, fucking demon, like, you know, I think we can set it up that way. Now we'll get on to the bread and butter of the season, in my opinion, the showstopper, the thing that I think everybody should be coming back for. Now that is the new map. Fortune Stadium is so much fucking fun. Now mind you, I get a little confused when I'm running around it because I just don't quite know the map yet. I don't know where all the jump pads and things like that are quite yet. But I will say with Fortune Stadium, zipline Zipline is very useful in Fortune Stadium. So if you're a medium like main, like I can promise you that using Zipline will be much more beneficial, in my opinion, than the jump pad. The jump pad like got nerfed last season, and like I don't know, it just doesn't seem to give you as much distance as you do. Well, you can't slide into it anymore and get like the length you used to be able to, which I don't get why they did that. I can't see any reason why that would benefit the game to get rid of that like skill and technique with the jump pad. But hey, it is what it is. But the Fortune Stadium is gorgeous. I'm absolutely loving it. I love the way it's designed. It feels like a good combination of like Sis, Skyway, and Seoul like combined. Like if you put those like 3 maps in like a blender together, I feel like you'd get something pretty similar to Fortune Stadium. I've been having an absolute fucking just tickle my biscuits type of fun. Like I'm telling you, it is. I don't even know what that means. Actually, that's probably the first time I've ever said that in my entire life. But that's fine. Whatever. I do really like. I am so happy that they brought Cash Out back for Ray. I think we all knew this was gonna come. I think all of us knew. They're like, hey, whatever. Let Embark cook. Let them do their thing for season 3. Let them try it out with the terminal attack. Because I will say, towards the end of season 3, like the last few weeks or whatever, like the terminal attack kind of came around on me. I started feeling it a little bit more. But Cash Out, Bank It, Power Shift, like I still prefer these modes. But like Cash Out, like the tournament. I mean, that just is the finals. That is what makes the game the finals. I think they're pretty well balanced this season. I do like the changes that they made with Cash Out and how it works, where you only get 10% for a team wipe loss rather than 30%. I do like that. If you cash it in, you get the 1,000 cash. You also get to keep 3,000 cash, even if someone steals. Or you get to keep like 30% of the cash out. I think it is up roughly 30% of the cash out, even if someone steals it. And then the person who steals it can only get 70%. Now you can steal it back and get that 70% back. I really like that. I think it encourages more defending and less third party. There's still plenty of third partying, but I think it is encouraging it into the right direction. I don't think third partying will ever be out of a game like this, but I like the new spawns, like the way they've kind of tweaked the spawns for this season. Are almost perfect. The only thing I still don't like is if you have control of a point, and even if there are 2 teams fighting over a point that you have control over, and then your team gets wiped, I hate that it'll spawn you closer to the other cash out rather than the cash out that you have control of, because there's already 2 teams there. So it wants to spawn you closer to the solo team. That is the only thing that I don't like. Like if you have control of a cash out, you should automatically spawn closest to that cash out. In my opinion, like I just think that's how it should work. I think you should have the chance to be able to come back and defend it, even if all fucking 3 teams are on that point. All 3 other teams besides you, because there's obviously 4 teams total. The other thing that I wanted to touch on that I really like this season is definitely like just the whole rank rework. Now, we talked about how Cash Out came back to ranked, and it's definitely the main mode again. But I really like the UI updates to rank. I think it is one of the cleanest, slickest, smoothest, buttery fucking UIs I've ever seen in a like competitive FPS. Now, mind you, Call of Duty has turned into basic brain rot. Battlefield is basic and shitty. X-Defiant, it's okay. It's okay. I think it's missing some key features, but I think it's moving in the right direction. But the finals, especially this season's UI, like you know who else has a pretty good? So I think like Fortnite has a pretty solid UI. The thing I don't like is there's so much in Fortnite that it's a sensory overload when you first get on like that home screen. But I think they have a pretty well designed UI. I haven't been on Apex in a while, but like, I'm just saying, like, I may be wrong about the finals having the best UI, and that is a little subjective, but I think everything is really well laid out. Everything, like we're talking about, from main menu to settings to like everything is really well displayed, labeled, and laid out. And I appreciate that from Embark, and I appreciate that from any game or studio that puts in the time to make it so it's not a slog to get through settings and stuff like that. But more turning towards like the UI overhaul of the ranked tournament. I mean, in the top right, you've got what you're gonna win per round. Now there is some discrepancy to like how much you'll win or lose, because it also depends on like your seeding as well. I don't know exactly like the mathematics behind like how your seeding affects it, but I know like if you get first place, you're supposed to get like 1500 RS or something like that rank score. But if you're seed 1 and they're seed 8 in the final round, you won't get. You only end up getting like, I don't know, like 1000 or like 900 or something like that. Like you end up losing like a little bit because you were such a higher seed. But whereas if you're seed 8 and you beat seed 1 in the final round, you'll get more than what you would have on like what's labeled there on the right. I also like how there is seeding and it shows everybody, every team's rank score, combined rank score, that is. I really like the new. Now they added this at the very end of season 3, but I like how in game now you've got new elements there on the left side to tell you, if your teammates are alive or dead. The health tells them what specialist they're running and what class they're running. I think those are all like huge things to like be able to just quick look and know and remember and be like, oh, okay, my medium with the heal gun is still alive. All right, maybe I can be a little more aggressive. The one with the turret, so like let me back off. And the one with the turret didn't have defib. Blah. It helps with that, especially like someone like me who's a solo player. It helps getting all that little bit of information and things like that. So this. I haven't had a chance to try out every single thing in the update yet. I haven't bought the battle pass yet or anything like that. I'm waiting to get paid and hopefully have the money to be able to do it. But season 4 is an absolute fucking banger. Like I'm hoping the only thing that season 4 needs that season 3 lacked dramatically is like limited time modes and like events, and the holiday seasons are coming up, so I'm hoping that they've got things planned. I'm hoping during season 3, while they were kind of like reworking things, taking feedback, on their vacation, which is fine. Everybody deserves vacation. I get it over in Sweden. They take like 3 weeks off or something like that in the summer. All of that's understandable, respected. Like I appreciate it. We all need time off. We all need to, whatever. I wish here in the States we had something like that where we all got mandatory fucking like time off. But I will say I really like what they got going on for season 4 so far at the launch, and if they can keep the momentum going to the end of season 4, I think the finals numbers are going to take a dramatic rise. I think they're going to be a little bit more consistent. Now, we're going to topple COD numbers? No. We're going to topple PUBG numbers? No, probably not. We're going to topple Apex numbers, Fortnite numbers? No, probably not. Okay, like I'm going to be honest. We're probably never going to hit those peaks, but anybody that calls a game dead because it's not in the top 5 shooters in the world, like, I don't know, guys. We need to start like having a different, like, because a game like Suicide Squad, a game like Concord, now that's a dead game. I mean, even before it got shut off, like that was a dead game. It had like 8 people playing it. Ridiculous. But I really hope that Embark, hears us as fans. Oh, one thing I didn't actually touch on, and I'm sorry about this. I forgot that they brought in finally, which I think is another great grind. I think we've been asking for. I think people really started getting vocal and like suggesting it in like season 2, kind of because we all thought it was like a natural, like, so we didn't really talk about it much in season 1 because we just kind of felt like it was going to be natural. But like the whole sponsorships and being sponsored by one of the companies in lore, from one of the companies from the lore in game sponsoring. I went with Isolt, so all my Isolt tees out there. I see you. Let's go. Let's ride. Somehow Halto is on top. I don't know how the fuck Halto has more. Who the fuck cares about Halto? Listen, if you're a heavy main, congrats. If you thought the Halto swag looked good, okay, that's good for you. But like, I'm gonna be honest with you, that was easily like, that was out of 3 tiers, that shit was tier 4. That was easy. Like it was like tier 1 in my opinion is Salt. Gmo tier 2, tier 3. Fucking Isolt again, and then tier 4 you got Halt. That shit, I just wasn't feeling it. I don't like the like biker helmet thing. I don't think that's. But again, this is all subjective, so I'm going on a bit of a rant there, and that's shit happens, right? I'm just saying, I really like it. I hope. I'm not totally sure how it's gonna be like fleshed out throughout the season and stuff, because like there's so many parts of it that are like locked and like upcoming and things like that. But I'm really excited to like bring fans to Isolt and like I really like how you can customize your player card to represent what sponsorship you have, and like it really feels much more like a game show, like a competitive arena, and like you're competing for something. Like I really like the vibe and the feel that the finals brings. So I mean, I'll probably have some footage here, some clips and stuff to play through towards the end, but as always, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this content. I hope you took in what I had to say. Gave me some shit down in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, depending on whether or not you like the video. And if you did enjoy the content, you want to see more content like this, you want to see more of this ugly ass mug, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that little bell can get notified each and every time I drop content like this. And of course, my friends, stay safe, stay healthy, stay sexy. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Later, y'all.
The jet setters are back in action. Are in trouble right now. They'll need to up their game if they want to get to the next round. The ultra rare swooped up a cash box.
Whoa, hey, whoa! Dude, why are you picking on little guy?
The ultra rares have collected another unfortunate team wipe. A new vault in the arena. The ultimate omen of mayhem here at the
Got you,
finals.
brother. Got you, catch 22. Motherfucker's right up on me.
Watch out, over here!
Where the fuck you think you're going, dog? Let's go! Let's fucking...
The tough shells are re-entering the arena. An increase in loot to start a cash out.
I'm gonna start rocking the thermal bore.
Outgoing sonar check!
Got you, dog.
We have the high notes.
I got you, bros. I got you, bro.